welcome back to the You Should Know Podcast Season 2, Episode 27. Round of applause, everybody! Great round of applause. I love the energy. Guys, the You Should Know Podcast is brought to you by our friends over at Manscaped. Get 20% off your free worldwide shipping using code PSH at checkout. Round of applause for Manscaped being the presenting sponsor of the You Should Know Podcast. Before we get into anything, before I say any words out of my mouth portal onto the mic, into your earlobes, I just want to say thank you to the best fans in the world for getting us to 10,000 followers on Instagram. Round of applause for the best fans in the world. Y'all did it, and y'all did it with a swiftness. Y'all said it fast. Y'all did it quick. Y'all are the best. I think we're over 10,000 now. And 16,000 subscribers here on the podcast. God, y'all are the best. No one can compare to you. And I mean that from the bottom of this sad little heart that I have. I know things look different right now. I know things look a little rearranged on the set right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see it. But if you're an audio listener, you might be a little confused. Like, Peyton, what's different? I'm only listening. I don't have a visual. Well, our new studio mascot, Dragon, is right here. Round of applause for Dragon. I would appreciate a little more effort for our new studio mascot, Dragon. He is the main character now of the You Should Know Podcast. He has a little shirt on for the audio listeners. He has this bandana, if that's what you would call it, around his eyes, looking Ninja Turtle-esque. What would you call this? A bandana? Face mask. He's vigilante. There we go. But we love Dragon here. He's going to be the new main character. I don't know if we're going to keep him here for the entire podcast. I would love to. He's a little deflated right now. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to get him back to perfect health here soon. Dragon, I'm sorry for not maintaining you while I was not in the studio, but I will take care of you. I love Dragon. I know a lot of you love Dragon already. He's probably y'all's favorite character now. You love him more than co-host Cam. You love him more than P. And I tell you, I love him more than co-host Cam too. Just kidding. I love you, co-host Cam. Guys, shout out to the Discord. Shout out to all my degenerates. We're almost at 1,000 members over on the Discord. That link is going to be in the description below. But if you're watching this right now and you look below you, you see that subscribe button isn't pressed, you're wrong. If you look even more below you and you see that comment section, is it fulfilled with your name? Guess what? Even more wrong. I don't know what to say, Peyton. I'm here every week. It's been like 40 weeks that I've been here. I comment every time and I'm running out of things to say. Hey, guess what? I'll give you something to say. Say we love Dragon. He's the best. God, Dragon, you look good, man. God, I need to get you deflated. I'm sorry. But we got co-host Cam in the building. We're just going to be shooting the shit, as they say. Not a lot of topics. That's okay. I think that's y'all's favorite kind of structure. I am, like, marinating in my own sweat perspiration right now. Am I uncomfortable 100%? Why are you wearing a hoodie and pants, Peyton? Well, because we're here at 6 a.m. in Dallas, not even talking about Aubrey Graham or whatever timestamp he said he was in Dallas. We got a great episode. Let's get into it. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. The best fans in the world. Y'all mean the world to me.
The You Should Know Podcast.
All right. We got co-host Cam back in the... You all right?
I hit my wrist. I was milli rocking through any block, and I just went. So that hurt. That was an impressive pop noise.
Some let me do, let me use some, and I mean, what I got to do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, rivers in the States, we can shake it off immediately. I've never seen more than a DJ. I get one money, feeling living, never, you know, it's forever for the say for because I make a living music. I'm sorry, Kim.
It's all right. Okay.
How are you been,
Dragon.
man? Yes, how you feel about Dragon, man?
I like him.
Should we keep him here?
Probably not, but
okay. All right. Sorry,
I mean,
Dragon.
it's his intro. You know, the world gets to see him today, and then they're just gonna have to have faith and know that he's there.
The next time, you just brought up a good point of not having him here, because the next time that he does make an appearance, he will not be wearing the old You Should Know merch. That is
the new merch.
Pretty much sold out. He will be wearing the new merch. I cannot wait for them to see it.
Very soon.
I cannot wait for them to see it.
It's gonna be fun.
Hopefully, grab some. We're gonna. Oh no.
Oh, they will.
I was gonna tell them what we're gonna have, but yeah, they'll see it whenever we announce it.
Not yet. Yeah.
How have you been, man? Because first of all, I want to give you props.
Okay.
You're wearing gray. Now that is a bold move.
That is a different realm for our liking.
Yeah. Are you sweating?
I don't want to do a pit check right now. I don't want to do it. It's hot in the studio. It might be early in the morning, but we are in Texas, so is it ever early enough to not sweat? No.
Show me the pits.
I'm not showing my pit.
Show me the pits. Come on, Cam. Oh!
Yeah, it's gray's bold. I told you it's bad. I'm just gonna be sad, sit sad in the corner.
It's all right.
It's okay.
I like the shoes. You're looking good.
Thank you. A little athletic, a little switched up.
You
Cool
get
grays. No pants.
You got pants on.
These are shorts. They're shorts.
I just didn't want the audio listeners to think
they're
you're in your booty butt naked.
No, I'm not butterball naked, but these are some shorts. I'm reaching for chapstick, and I found it. There we go. Speaking of chapstick,
Let's do it.
allergies? Are you experiencing what I'm
I
experiencing?
live in an allergy.
Because my system feels like it just did a 6-round exhibition with pollen. Like pollen put on gloves, and it's just punching me every single morning. It's unbelievable. Like every single morning I wake up, I can't see, I can't breathe, I can't hear. It's bad. It's like I wake up a different human, and I have to go to the bathroom to resurrect Cam because I'm not me when I wake up. It's horrible.
I'm going to say something that you do when you have allergies that makes me sick.
Oh, okay.
It's so gross.
It's very efficient,
It's so nasty.
yet efficient.
And you did it on the podcast. You did it whenever you were eating that spicy chip.
I did.
He does a snot rocket, and I feel like if you do a snot rocket,
Efficiency.
you belong in federal prison. You should be in FBI. That is so
I
gross.
should be in the FBI? No. If I can't breathe, I'm having to breathe through my mouth, a mouth breather. No one likes a mouth breather. If you're a mouth breather, stop it.
I'm a mouth breather.
No, you're not. Stop it.
I am a mouth breather.
If you were a true...
I am. I got bullied out of it.
We wouldn't... Okay, so you're not anymore. You were. If you're a mouth breather, you're wrong. Stop it. But efficiency. I'm a man of let's get to it. Let's get A to B. We don't need to go to A.1, A.2, then eventually get to B. No, we're going A to B, okay? If my nose can't handle a regular... a two-pronged sneeze, I'm simply going to plug one side, pray for the best, and go...
It's just so gross.
And half of it's going to be gone. And then I go... I come back to my senses. I load up the other cannon.
Okay, all right.
And now-
All right. It's making me uncomfortable.
clear.
It's not making me happy.
Plain Jane, clear as day, and it's, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Did you know that you can only smell out of one nostril at a time?
I heard that, but I'm not sure if
I'm not convinced.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't sound right. If you hand me a tostada, a full-blown tostada, and I put it dead center, just right, just perfect, like equator, just right in the middle.
Right.
I'm getting left and right ventricles of the nostril, and I'm getting both sides of the brain are stimulated at that point.
Okay.
There's no way I'm just going right here, and it's just like, ooh, the left side, the left's having a party, and the right's just like, what's going on? No.
Speaking of smells, do you have any smells or tastes that remind you of childhood?
Oatmeal.
Really?
Oatmeal. Lisa, you're out there watching, and anyone that knows me, any one of my friends, including you, anybody that ever came to my house, stayed the night as a kid, the night before a basketball tournament, whatever, you knew if you were in my house and you woke up, you're just gonna wake up, that brown sugar's gonna hit you, fire oatmeal.
Whenever I smell throw up.
See, this is like I need to have a conversation with your mom, because this isn't normal. This isn't okay.
No, but if somebody's like, I don't know what it is.
Nope.
And it's not like I'm just like a vomit sniffer, but if it's there and I smell it, like a lot of people when they smell vomit, they're like, oh, but I'm like, 6th grade,
What? No. What is that? No, that is my friend, but God, it's tough sometimes.
But it's not, like I'm not going like.
I feel like I'm backpacking the friendship. I have to have all the normalness to offset your freak
I'm not the
attributes.
only one.
If someone comments that when they smell vomit, puke, throw up, chunks, and they go, that brings me back. No.
Don't think. Okay, I'm not whiffing vomit.
It sounds like it.
No, it's just like
If I even see throw up, I'm like, oh no.
No, I'm not like, oh yeah, Jerry's going through it. Let me run over there and get a whiff. I'm just like, oh, that's happening. That reminds me of the third grade Miss Winkler's class.
I don't think I could name my third grade teacher right now.
I love Miss Winkler.
I can name several other young grades, but my third grade it might have been Miss Todd.
Did you eat?
Shout out to whoever.
Did you eat Play-Doh?
I believe once I tried it. Yeah.
I used to. Oh my God, it was a buffet for me.
Now we're getting somewhere. Now we know why you are how you are. You were eating non-edibles on a regular.
It was, but it's like the salty. Like I love that. Like I would give it 3 licks always, and then just swish it around in my mouth.
Glorious scent of oatmeal. If you woke up in my house, first off, I'm gonna put y'all on. Ready? Quick oats. Boil your water. Pinch of salt. Right. You put the oatmeal in. 1 minute you're stirring it. Take it off the heat. You let the water boil. Put the oats in. 1 minute you're stirring it. Take it off the heat. Cover it 5 minutes. All you gotta do, leave it 5-minute timer, and then while it's sitting there, you get your bowl, butter, brown sugar.
Are we giving oatmeal recipes here?
They're all gonna love it. Try this. You're gonna love it. Butter, brown sugar, hint of milk in the bowl. 5 minutes is up. Dump the oats in the bowl. Mix it all up.
Yesterday for breakfast, I ate a pound of bacon.
He actually did. It's quite sad, but he actually had 2 packs of bacon. Like 2 packs.
Like the thick Johns that comes in the.
It's
you know what I mean. And I just was like, I'm hungry and I love bacon.
It's sick. Ooh, another scent of mine that brings back is laundry. Now that might be weird, but another thing, like I don't know what my mom was using, but our laundry was always just top tier. Like, it just smells great. That'd be my bring me back to childhood. Oatmeal and clothes.
You're actually speaking.
And the sad part is that's not weirder than you saying throw up. So think about that. Oatmeal and clothes is more normal than your childhood.
But that's not weird to like say like
No, it's weird.
No, it's not.
You're okay. It's weird. We'll make you and me. We'll make it through this together. That's weird. That's sick.
But it's not. But I don't want people thinking like I'm out here just inhaling vomit.
You should be in an investigation. Like it's at this point, I just don't. Someone should be doing a study on your existence because you're not. This isn't like you need. This needs to be documented. There's too many things. Like it's just there's too many things.
Okay, but maybe it was the way I said it.
We need to have a 60-minute session with your mom and write down all the notes to find this underlying, not trauma, because you had a great life, but it's like, why?
I'm a good person.
We need to find the why. I didn't say you're a bad person. I just said you're a freak.
You make me seem like a monster.
Yeah, what are you doing right now? I'm a good person. You make me seem like a monster. Like you're
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta at MetLife.
He came back yesterday.
Shout out to Abel. That was such a good experience. That concert was insane. But y'all got to go like
next time
3-4 episodes back, hear the recap about that. Episode 23, 23, 24, 22.
But next
go
time,
check one of those.
Next time you're around somebody that throws up, just like don't hold your breath. Just
what? Don't hold my. You want me? No, I'm gonna be stingy with I'm holding that till I might pass out. I'm gonna completely evacuate wherever this throw up is.
No, guy, but you gotta listen to me. You're not listening to me.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
I don't sniff it, but I'm not running from it either.
You should be.
When my patients go, I'm still like.
Okay, I'm not like inviting it though, like, but it's there, and I'm not embracing it. That's the wrong word. Just like, oh, that's the smell that I recollect with.
That's sick, bro. Like that's just not a thing. That's not a thing.
Also, I don't get people that enjoy the feeling after they throw up.
Well, okay, that makes more sense than you liking someone else's puke.
I'm not talking
up chunks. You're sitting there. Oh, that's nice. God,
that's not me. That's not me. Yeah. It's literally like this. I'm walking past it, and I'm like, oh, that's childhood.
Were you just ill? Like, were you sick?
I don't remember.
Did you have chronic pukes? Like,
no, it's not me. I never really threw up. I hate throwing up. It makes me sad.
No, we already talked about if I throw up, I'm down. I'm down and out.
Forever.
At least 36 hours.
Yeah, no, like
if I throw up once, I'm done.
I have to get a good 8 hours of rest.
Whatever obligations I had, cross them out because it's not happening. I need to be in a dark room, laying down flat, wet rag over my head, fans on. I need to have some sort of hydration. some juice.
Yeah, dark. It has to be
It has
dark.
to be dark. Like it's just that's me. I've never been a puke and rally type guy. I
I
just
don't
can't.
understand the people are like, I gotta go throw up and I'll be back. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, like what are you talking
It's
about?
like I'm done if I throw up.
Yeah,
Like
if I gotta go throw up, you might as well book me in the ER for a day. Let me get an IV.
Put
bag.
IV right there.
Yeah, because I'm out. I'm not. I will be of zero service if I throw up, no matter what the cause is. Dude, actually, one of my worst throw ups ever was you know those cookies? What's going on?
It's in my throat.
Those those wafer cookies. It's those little wafers with the cream in the middle.
Never had it.
The vanilla ones, yes, they're amazing. Okay. Yeah, again, weird childhood if you never had those cookies. Anyway, so those cookies, right? I'm going through Walmart, I'm probably like 6. And my mom gets a package, and I ask her, because we're, never once going to steal anything or whatnot. But I was just like, Mom, can I open these and start eating them now? She was like, yeah, go for it. So I start eating them. Get about 8 down. Oh, they're so good. Another 8. Oh, that's 16. Half the package is gone. And I'm 6, so my stomach's about yay big.
Okay.
Just destroying these cookies. We're going through the aisle, right? So you know how there was different colors? There was the vanilla ones, the strawberry ones, whatever. So I had the strawberry ones. When I say I painted aisle 17's floor red, it was bad. I literally just it was full blown projectile. I ate so much so quick, nothing else on my stomach, pure sugar, and just absolutely. What are you?
I just want the shoe.
See, I just.
You want your shoe?
Yes.
It's just something about that right shoe was just saying, it's yours, Peyton.
I'm done. We're breaking up.
Have you ever stolen?
Have I ever stolen?
Yeah. Like, do you remember the first time you stole something, or have you never
The
stolen?
first time I stole something was accidental, and it
Same.
made me feel sick.
I cried for 2 hours.
Oh,
I was on.
Okay.
We're on the way to Florida.
Did you steal a car or what? I mean, what? What'd you steal that you were in tears for 2 hours? Mine was a quick man. Okay.
Mine was beef jerky.
And you cried.
It was 1 stick, teriyaki flavored.
You cried for 1 stick of ultra well done beef for 2 hours.
In a van.
Why were you in a van?
We were on a road trip from Texas to
Who's
Florida. Me and my family.
Y'all owned a van.
We rented a van.
Okay. I'm about to say, you never owned a van.
We rented a van to go from Texas to Florida, and we stopped at this gas station. I had just woken up, so my mental wasn't all the way there.
It's
And
never all the way there.
I was a little groggy. I couldn't really see. And so
Oh, God. There goes that vision again. If anything happens to me, it's just like, Daredevil. Just can't see.
And we were in the gas station, and I don't know why I had the beef jerky, and I was fully prepared to hand it to my parents to pay, but it just never left the grip of my hand. Man, I walked out, and I made eye contact with the security camera as I was walking out. 1 foot already out the door, so I was committed, and I was too scared to say anything.
So you knew you were doing it, and so you actually stole. That was not a.
No, it was an accident
No,
because
let's go ahead and backtrack. You looked at the camera, looked down at your foot. You're 50% out of the establishment, and you said, "I'm going for it." That's not an accident. His FBI agent, get him. Absolutely get him. He just committed to a crime. Get him.
So I didn't say anything, right, for like 10 minutes.
Who does? Hey, I'm gonna take this beef jerky. Catch me if you can. And who said, "Hey, I'm stealing. See ya." What reverse psychology is that? Probably worked. That's the sad part. Hey, I'm not paying for this. Ooh, come get me. They're just like, that guy's weird. It's beef jerky. Who does say something? He's a sick. You stole it. Mine was like at a Walmart checkout. I missed an item. It was just in the basket, and I left. And I was like, man, I think it was like toilet paper because it was at the bottom. I was like, man, I never paid for that. And I just kept going.
But it was like when I got in the van, I waited 10 minutes. I was watching the clock, and I was like, in 10 minutes, I will alert my family that I am a thief and I belong in prison. And so I was holding
What? Time out. I'm sorry. Don't lose that. We're just gonna park there for a second. Why did you have a mental timer? What was 10 minutes gonna do? Were you rethinking your decision? Were you gonna tell them to pull over? Were you gonna toss the beef out the window? Why did you have this set in stone? I'm gonna give it 10 minutes to reflect. Were you journaling about it?
I was just holding it like this. I was sitting like so straight and just in the back seat like this, like just dead stare out of the window, and I was looking at the
FBI
clock.
agent, get him. He had 10 minutes. That's if he was truly sorry. Oh, Mom, I didn't pay for this. You know what she would have said? You stupid, whatever, and kept driving. Let's get back home because it's beef jerky. But he sat there and went, do I? Don't I? Should I? Like you had the battle and you just continued the crime.
I was just holding it though, but because I was trying to process like, am I like a terrible person? Am I going to hell? Like I don't know what's going on. So I was
okay, got that. I'm making your wanted poster for all the beef jerky.
And I was just like, Mom, and I was crying, and she goes, what happened? I was like, I stole the beef jerky.
Oh, I know your mom too. Boy, shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Beef jerky.
Exactly. And my dad's better
You
eat
gonna come
that.
up here and drive because we got 16 hours left. You better be crying about how much I'm driving this car.
Marcus, you better eat that shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't steal too much after that. I mean, I did a couple times. You all right back there? I know, Kim. We got an Amber Alert. Are you about to turn into a vigilante?
No,
Do you need
sorry.
Dragon to help you?
No, you need Dragon to help you, you criminal.
I need what, Ashlyn?
Yeah. Help.
Did anything I say sound too? The throw up thing might have been a little out there.
Let's see. Yeah. Most kids eat glue, Play-Doh. You were sniffing puke.
Do y'all like the smell of gas, like gasoline?
I've heard. I mean, it's not terrible.
Oh my
but
God, I love when it gets on my hands.
Okay, no. Speaking of gas, one time I literally was about to punch my car. So anger, whatever. But so I'm doing the gas. Every gas pump ever. When the thing clicks, like
Right.
you're done. It's full, it cuts off. I pull this sucker out. Just a whole nother $1.50 of gas all over my leg, all over my tires.
You lucky bastard.
And I literally was like, ah! I was like, I'm about to blow up. So what would that be? Reset it,
Yes.
put it up. And I was literally soaked in gasoline. And I was going somewhere. Like I was going to hang out with friends. And I was like, what the hell just happened? I am kerosene at this point. Like I am literally.
You're a flammable object.
Yeah, like this is dangerous. This can't be healthy. It's probably seeping through my skin right now. Like, what's going on? Like, it was all over me. My entire right side of my body. I literally took it out, and it clicked. That's why I was so pissed, because it clicked. I was like, I'm full. The gas is off. I take it out. I'm serious. It literally was like, because the thing was still on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the thing that allows you to step away from the pump.
Yeah.
It still clicked on, and it literally poured all over me.
Why
bro.
didn't you hit the emergency gas valve?
What?
The emergency gas valve. It shuts it off.
Where's that button at?
It's like on the pole.
It's on every pole.
Yeah.
What?
It's a big red button. It says shut the gas off. Yeah. Like if that's
Where?
happening, you're supposed to hit the button.
What?
If that's
I've
happening,
never
you're
seen
supposed to
these
hit the-
buttons. That could have saved my life that day. And I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah.
Talk to that girl who was spraying gasoline like this and everything is like, you didn't shut it off.
Speaking of
Wow.
gas stations, I had a homeless man ask for my Instagram.
What? Quite simply. What did you just say?
So I was at a 7-Eleven by my apartment.
Oh, Drago.
I was at a 7-Eleven by my apartment, and this 7-Eleven scares me, right? Because it's a lot of people out there that yell and
Oh, okay. I know that one.
yes, they yell and they yell at me, and they make fun of me. Sometimes they say my pants are too small, and I'm like, you're right, and I'm sorry. And then they like, hey, go get me that Gatorade. I parked at the gas station to get gas for my car. That's what I normally do at a gas station.
Everyone.
I get out of the gas station.
You went.
I don't realize I'm doing
Bro,
that.
you literally. It's like you have a mental reset button. You're like, so I got out of the gas. like you spaz.
Bro, I just need a break.
It's good. You're good.
Oh,
Let's go.
So I got out of my car to go ask for a certain amount of dollars for the
Here's
gas.
20. Give it back to me in fuel.
In fuel, exactly. So as I'm walking to the gas station, this 7-Eleven is blaring opera music.
It really does.
It's terrifying.
It really does.
It's like,
that.
oh,
It's like, am I in the Vatican? Like it's you're walking in, and it's seriously like you're on the set of the Da Vinci Code. Where like this is angels and demons. Like it's a very strange vibe.
It's very strange.
Very strange. In the freaking heart of Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
It's like it's
it's not like it's like at a low octave.
Is that a gargoyle? Like where am I?
It's like a dragon's gonna fly over. Where
and he's right. It's not quiet.
It's
like
so loud.
It is like I don't know what's going on.
It's like to the point
loud.
where it makes you like flinch a little bit.
Seriously,
It's
you're like
blaring.
Whoa.
And so there was a man out there, and he had a backpack on, didn't have shoes on, which is okay. It's okay that you don't have footwear.
Yeah, barefoot is really natural. Primal instincts
Yeah.
is the way to go.
Yeah.
I bet he has strong foot muscles. I bet his metatarsals and phalanges are quite experienced, and they have some good muscle to them.
And so as I was walking out of the gas station after I paid for my gas, I was wearing my You Should Know shirt. I was wearing the studio shirt, and on the back it says studio, right? It's very big letters, studio on the back. So I'm walking away from him towards the car to pump my gas.
Excuse me.
As I'm heading to the gas pump to grab the pump, put it into my car, I hear, hey! And I'm like, that's to me. I already know. You can tell whenever something's
You're like, oh
directed
God,
towards you.
the royal guard's getting me. The Pope's here. I've disrespected. I didn't sing along to the music. It's over.
Hey, so
The gargoyle's awakened.
So my right knee buckles. I'm starting to sweat. I'm having anxiety because
Diddy bop.
I'm about to get spoken to, and I'm bad at conversations. So he goes, hey, man. And I look. It's the guy that has no shoes, the backpack on.
Strong feet. Yep.
Strong feet. I go, what's up, bro? He goes, hey, man, you a rapper? And I'm like, no, never, not once have I ever.
Yeah, you go, no.
No, I've never sang on a tune.
I don't do tunage.
Yeah, no.
Have a good day, sir.
And he goes, oh, man, I just seen the back of your shirt. It says studio on it. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, I just like own a podcasting studio. I do a podcast. And he goes, oh, man, I rap. And I was like, please don't. Like, don't rap.
I would have said, like gifts or what do you music? Okay.
And he goes, no, I rap for real. Like, I actually, like, I'm an artist. And I was like, okay. And he was like, can I play you some of my stuff? And I was like, man, I'm like about to go record right now. I'm sorry. And he was like, it's fine, man. Like, I just real quick. And I was like, yeah, bro, just go ahead. And like, I don't know what he's going to show me this on because he doesn't, have belongings, which is okay. But he didn't have belongings, just a backpack. And I was like, I don't know how you're going to play me your rap music. I thought he was going to like audibly say it. Yeah. He was like, I will play it for you. Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Subtle
confusion.
He asked me, he's like, you got an Instagram? I'm like, where is this conversation going?
I would have been like, you know what, do you? I'm just kidding. I'm like, why? You say, imagine like how rude, you're just like, why?
And I'm like, yeah, I got an Instagram. He was like, look me up. And now I'm like, what is happening? What is the situation that I'm in? I'm like, yeah, bro, just type it in. I give him my phone. He has an Instagram. He said, connect it to your aux. I'm like, bro, can we just like play it on my phone?
Yeah, at this point, no.
And so I'm like, yeah, and I'm bad. Like, I don't know how to turn down people. I don't like making people feel bad.
You're not, your belongings aren't getting inside of my vehicle, no matter the stipulations. So there's a line, you've crossed it. Let's revert back to
I wish I had the strength to say no, but the phone was connected to the aux. I'm listening to this man's music on the aux, loud. Everybody can hear it. It's matching up with the opera at this point. It's a weird mix of music.
You're disrespecting the gargoyles. They're about to rise.
And I'm like, I get 30 seconds through, and I'm like, okay, I'm not having a good time. I'm so sweaty. I'm anxious. Like, I wanted to go home. And he goes, yeah, man, I'm about to do a song with Lil Baby. You're not, though.
I said, I mean, like your little baby, like your child, or it's... You're not doing it with Buddy from Atlanta. It's not happening.
And he's like, yeah, let me come into the studio, man. Let me just like rap some over there. And I was like, it's not that kind of studio. It's
like,
a podcast.
You know what? No. Hey, have a great day. That's what you should have done.
And he goes, yeah, man, thank you so much. Also, can you like go get me like some snacks?
All right, bro. My gas actually was done like 2 minutes ago. You can have your phone back. Have a good day.
Yeah, I went and bought him some beef jerky in a Gatorade.
Good for you.
So that was the
good for you.
Yeah, that was a crazy experience. Welcome to Fresh Ball Fall. It's the season of pumpkin spice and making sure your crotch looks nice. That means sipping cider in fall breeze and using Manscaped products to trim your balls with ease. That's right. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, a company here to make sure that your foliage isn't the only thing shedding its excess leaves. Heck, even Mother Nature knows it's time to lose the excess clutter for fall. Join the 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with code PSH at checkout. I'm going to tell you something right now. Manscaped is the best. I would never, we get offers for sponsorships all the time. I turn them down. You know why? Because I don't want to sell you something that I'm not using. I use Manscaped every day. It's sitting under my counter. It's actually, we got some here in the studio. Because Manscaped sent us a bunch of stuff. We're about to have that on the set. Manscaped is the best company in the world, and I would not tell you about something if I didn't believe in it. So go to manscaped.com, 20% off and free worldwide shipping using code PSH at checkout. It's 20% off, free worldwide shipping, using code PSH at checkout. Now, on to the rest of the episode. Bro, I am so sweaty right now. It is unbelievable. Can I see what your sweat's looking like?
You have a burlap hoodie on. That's why. I mean, you bought a sack of potatoes and you made that into a hoodie. That's how thick it is.
All I know is, like, I don't want to be the only one known for sweat-tastic over here. But last podcast, we asked people for suggestions on my sweating, and they helped out a lot.
There's a ton of tips.
Yeah,
tips and tricks.
But somebody said about the Botox in the pit thing, they said they put like 60 needles in your armpit.
Oh, no.
I would rather just be a sweat monster for the rest of my life rather than that. Yeah, it's fine.
I'd rather double my sweat. They get 60 needles.
No, never.
And I'm not afraid of needles, but I'm afraid of 60. Anything that comes in a pack of 60, that's too much. That's too much. And it's too high of a quantity.
It's not like a one-time thing. You got to keep going. Never will I ever do that.
Oh, no. I heard if it was like a laser, just like, no more sweat, sign me up.
Dude, we got holograms.
10K, I'll save up for it.
We got holograms.
Yeah, we got Tupac at Coachella.
Yeah, and
you're telling me I gotta get 60 needles in my armpit to stop sweating?
Shouldn't be a thing.
Get out of here,
bro. I'm a bad sick.
Your track is so off course in your head. It's like the train's supposed to be going here, and it's like in all those movies, it's like it pulls the lever, and last second it's like. Complete turn. It's
and this is a lot of people like in my life is their pet peeve about me. It's like whenever I'm sick, I turn into a baby.
You are a wimp when you're sick. Like an absolute adolescent when you're sick.
I shut down. Like I don't know how to like.
It's bad.
And it's not voluntary though. It's like, oh, take care of me. It's like I don't know how to function as a human anymore. Like because before I got my tonsils taken out, I used to get strep throat all the time. And when we were in college together, I got the worst case of strep throat, and you didn't help me.
Okay.
No, I'm good. No.
All right, go for it.
I'm going to give it, and then you can defend yourself.
Yep, go.
Because we have two different, like, recollections of what happened.
Nope. There was one story. No matter how you think about it, one truth happened, and I'll display it.
No, this is exactly what happened. This is the truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay.
So one day, I was feeling a little iffy in my throat. I was like, this isn't right. Like, I feel like I'm about to get sick. It's scratchy. I'm feeling a little swollen. It's hard for me to swallow food. Like, it is, like,
Get you a bowl of Honey Bunches of Oats, and you'll be good.
Honey Bunches of Oats on a sore throat?
Yeah. It scratches all that crap down. You bite it, it's like you're chewing it, and you swallow it, and as it's going down, it's like taking all that mucus.
You don't care about yourself.
That's a remedy. That right there is another truth. If you're, this area, this region's real sore and swollen, Honey Bunches of Oats. It's gonna scrape.
I will never try that. You're gonna. I just have to take your word for that. But so I went to sleep that night, and I was like, okay, hopefully when I wake up in the morning, I will feel better. Granted, this was wintertime in Oklahoma.
You're not going to. Yeah.
So it was.
You're gonna feel worse.
So it was wintertime in Oklahoma. That means outside nothing but ice, snow. Roads are shut down. Nothing. You can't go anywhere. You're trapped inside of your igloo of an apartment, dorm, or home. You're stuck. I woke up about 5 in the morning. And when I opened my eyes, my throat didn't open up with it. It was shut. I could not breathe. I was like, I'm in pain, and I tried to swallow. The worst pain. It was just like I was eating glass. I knew, like, oh, I'm having strep throat. I'm having strep throat. I need to go see a doctor right now, or my throat's gonna close up into Peyton. When I'm sick, I'm a baby. I need help. I can't do things myself.
This is true.
I'm alone. My parents aren't there to take care of me.
What?
My parents aren't there to take care of me. All I have is Cam in the next room. So,
Come to Papa. We'll fix you up.
one, I was like, I need to go to the doctor. I need to get up out of this bed and go to the doctor to make sure I'm going to be alive. I know I can't drive because I'm sick. I can't do anything. I can barely walk. Two, I knew I couldn't drive because it was ice outside. Don't trust myself on those roads.
Exactly. Remember that part.
So I get up and I stumble into Cam's room. Cam's dead asleep.
Because it's 5 a.m, as most people are,
So like,
asleep. Remember that part too.
I walk into Cam's room and I'm like, Cam, I need to go to the doctor. And he goes, huh? And I was like, drive me to the doctor. And he was like, bro, I can't. It's
like,
ice outside.
I'm like, if you don't go back to bed.
And I was like, no, Cam, I can't breathe. He was like, bro, it's ice outside. My car is frozen shut. I can't drive you to the doctor. And I was like, my car is shut too, but I need to go. And then he was like, no, bro, I'm going to bed. He goes back to sleep. I'm stuck with myself. Now, I drove through a tornado to be with Cam. I'm sick.
Not to save me from his own stupidity did he drive through a natural disaster to get back to us. Not to save me. I wasn't footing it from a tornado. I was already in shelter. He chose that.
So at this point, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I need to go to the doctor because I know something isn't right. I go back into my room. I'm devising a plan. How am I going to get fixed? How am I going to get to the doctor to get fixed? I go into my room. I'm on my phone looking whenever the next clinic opens. The next clinic opens at 6 a.m. So I'm like, okay, I have an hour. I sit in my room for an hour just holding my throat in pain, knowing my best friend Cam is not going to help me in this situation in the room next door. 6 a.m. comes, call the clinic. I'm like, hey, my throat's closed up.
Something's not right.
Can I come in? And they're like, yeah, you can
They're like, sir, put the cigarettes down. You know, you need to just... It's 6 a.m. You're like, no, listen.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come in as soon as y'all open. And they're like, okay, we'll be here ready for you. So I get up again out of my bed because 6 a.m. comes. It's time to go to the doctor. I go to Cam again. I'm like, Cam, the doctor said that they're ready for me. And Cam's like, bro, I can't drive. Just go. Like, I can't do anything. I'm sorry. Goes back to sleep. I'm like, that's not my friend. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about my well-being. So I go outside.
Cam, they're ready for me. Hey, Peyton, my car's still frozen shut. Do you want me to walk you down there?
What are you expecting from me? It's literally like
To help me.
Go. Just go.
So I go outside.
Figure it out.
I don't like what how do I help?
So I go outside and it is
It's
Antarctica.
literally a blizzard. Like when we say our doors are shut, like you'd actually have to jar open your door to get it open. Like it is.
It's like 2 coats of ice around every
like
car.
You can't see. It would take at least 30 to 40 minutes. Zero exaggeration. To like defrost your car from turning on. It might not turn on, and the doors are literally like you're going like this. And even when you get the door handle, then you got to snap the whole layer of ice that's over like the crease.
And on the windshield, you can't see.
Can't see anything.
So it's snowing, it's icing, freezing cold. I'm like, oh, I go to my car and I'm trying to get it open. I'm trying to I got to go to the doctor. Like, I cannot get this door open. I give up on the car.
As you should. We're in a blizzard.
And instead of waiting for the blizzard to end and I go to the doctor whenever it's safe to drive, I look on my phone to see how far this clinic is. This clinic.
You could throw a youth-sized football from our parking lot to the clinic. That's how close it is.
No, it was not. It was 2.5 miles.
No!
Yes, it was.
2.5 miles.
This clinic was 2.5 miles away.
Why did you go to the one 2.5 miles away instead of directly catty-cornered from the campus?
It's not the one that I saw on them. It's not the one that I saw on Google.
You could palm a youth ages 9 to 12 football and launch it from our cars and land in that parking lot.
So my only plan of action at this point, knowing my car didn't work, knowing that I was on the cusp of death, my throat was closing, my best friend didn't want to help me, my only option was to walk.
My best friend didn't want to help me.
My only option was to walk. So, in this blizzard with a closed throat, I walked 2.5 miles
He's an
to a
idiot.
clinic without telling anybody.
If that other one wasn't open or something, then that's understandable. But you are mental if you went all the way down to the other one. Like,
And so, I don't know, like, I had on probably like some Roche runs, some Nikes, nothing made for the terrain of snow. So as I'm walking in this blizzard, freezing cold, no cars on the road, holding my throat. I can't breathe.
Just right, left, right.
all the way.
I no exaggeration, I fell 4 times on the way to this clinic.
He was bruised up afterwards.
I get to the clinic, they check my throat, they say I have strep throat, they give me antibiotics, just go to this pharmacy down the road. They didn't know I didn't drive there.
He's like,
Hey, you think you could take me? I don't have a car.
So I'm like, okay, thank you. And I walk to the pharmacy that's another mile away from the apartment. And I walk up to this, it's like a drive-through window of a pharmacy, and I'm like, for Peyton, I have antibiotics. They give me the antibiotics. And I'm walking back to the dorm, and apparently my phone's blowing up. I didn't even check my phone, but everybody was calling me. Cam was calling me, Liv was calling me, all of our friends were calling me because they're like, Peyton disappeared. Last time I heard from him, his throat was closing up. And so I get back to the dorm after falling 8 more times on the way back, embarrassing myself, hurting my pelvis. No one's in the dorm. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm alone now, hurting. My friends don't care about me.
my
I'm cold.
antibiotics are frozen. I have to defrost my medicine.
And so I have everybody's location, and I check everybody's location, and they're in the cafeteria. And then I walk to the cafeteria, and everybody's just in there like, Peyton, what the hell? Yeah. And like, where have you been? And I just want to say that I have the worst friends ever for letting me walk.
He walks in, there's like the crystallized snot on his face. He looks pale as a ghost. He's just like he's shivering and stuff. A sack of antibiotics. I mean, just a weird cat, man. Like, who does that? Like, he has the nerve to say we suck when there's not another car in transit.
You could have walked
in
with
the
me.
whole county.
You could have walked with me.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because I was hurting and I was sick, and you're supposed to be there for me.
What, to whistle songs with you in your voyage? You be a problem solver.
No, I'm so sweaty right now.
Oh my God.
You want to feel my chest?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Look at your goal.
I'm sure. I see him.
Yeah, so I do have probably the worst friends ever.
He's a wimp when he's sick. An absolute adolescent.
Yeah, I lose vision.
Absolute child. Yeah, that's his first thing to go every time. I got hit in the lip. I can't. Like, his sight is like connected to any pain nerve, anything he has. Like, it's just like, he's gone.
All I know is if somebody drove into a tornado for me, I'll do anything for them.
You drove for me? Or
Yes.
for yourself?
For you. You called me. And I was like, I'm going to come and help you, Cam.
Go watch last
Millions
week's.
of people have seen it.
Go watch last week's. Or the week, whenever it was. Go
Yeah,
watch
I don't
it.
know when it was, but
2 episodes ago. Just go watch it.
can we get an update on your spicy chip endeavor? Because I don't think we've ever talked about it while you're
horrendous.
You've calmed down.
It was horrendous. Like, it was so hot. And it really does, like, the whole 5 stages thing, like the shocking the system, the hitting your gut, like, it really does come in waves. It's bad. That was bad. I was very heated.
Yeah, there was a point where I was like, this is great content, like this is really funny, and then I was like, I'm gonna lose him right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's not okay.
Like, we rewatched it, sitting there editing and stuff, and like, Peyton, you could like visibly see when he went from like his laughing to like, oh, like, I hope he's okay. Like, it wasn't funny at one point. I literally was up here. I was like, like, it was bad. And y'all only saw like the 5 minutes to 8 minutes we kept in. Like,
it was a long time.
It was going on for about 20 easily.
Yeah.
It was wild.
I would like to formally say that I don't apologize.
Ouch.
You made me eat canned 48-cent meat.
You did. And
That's another thing. All the people in the Discord and all the people in the comments are like, oh, I feel so bad for Cam. Why would you do that to Cam? Where was my help whenever I was eating this nasty-ass fake meat out of a can? No one had any sympathy for me. They're like, ooh, you're a little privileged, child. You don't like the canned meat?
the shoe fits.
It doesn't.
Does a one-legged duck swim in circles?
What? What?
The answer is yes. It's like,
Do ducks have legs?
yes. Yes. Ducks have legs. Little.
I thought they swim with their beaks.
By the way, if you don't just close your eyes, audio listeners, you're already doing that, but we'll help you not.
They're driving?
But you can't, there's no visual. But this is a perfect Squidward walking when his tentacles connect with the floor. Ready? Here we go. SpongeBob. And he's running. Absolute perfect Squidward.
What is
You're
wrong
welcome.
with you? You talk about me.
That's one of my talents. I have talents, you have traumas. That's the difference. We'll dissect them later.
Sometimes I still think about that beef jerky.
You shouldn't.
I think me and Cam had the wildest Applebee's experience of all time.
Oh my God.
Like this Applebee's that we went to was a portal to a different world.
It was literally like the nether. Like the door was the wardrobe to Narnia. Like it wasn't Earth.
It was the upside down.
The upside down, the nether portal, Narnia. It just wasn't. It was a different dimension. Doctor Strange was. I mean, it was. We were not where we were supposed to be.
Just to we're gonna tell you about this experience. As soon as we walked in, it was like we were in the Louisiana swamplands.
Yeah, it's like this Applebee's was located in the Sahara Desert.
It was
so hot,
disgustingly sticky.
No joke. Waitress or waiter, sorry, comes by, asks us, hey, can I get y'all anything to drink? We'll start with the drinks. I was like, do you got a box fan? I was like, do you have a portable something to cool us? It was so bad. It was at nighttime, shouldn't be this hot inside an establishment. I literally was like, yeah, I'll take a water and a fan if you got it. Like, I mean, I don't know what's going on. And he was like, yeah, it's kind of hot. But the AC, it's not broken. And I was like, so why am I sweating? Why am I sweating? I ate the one chip last week. Why am I sweating right now if your AC is not broken?
And it's like we were fighting off wasps, mosquitoes. There was so many creatures out there.
Gang of flies. Like it was unreal.
So we were sitting there sweating, sticky, uncomfortable as hell. My butt stuck to the booth at this point. I'm like, this is bad. I'm uncomfortable. We order alcoholic beverages, a little loose. We're okay. I'm gonna have. This is the first time I've ever ordered something like this. It's like a bucket margarita, and it was a big, nice, colorful thing. And I was like, oh, there's a bucket margarita. I'm gonna have that. Never tried it. Let me do it here at this sticky Applebee's. I order it.
Sticky.
I order it. They put it on the table. I begin to mix it up. As I'm mixing it up, there's a creature in my drink.
Dead fly. The other flies, they were having a gang rival battle. One was slain, and he fell into his drink. So, red flag 2 at this point. We're in the Sahara Desert. There's dead bugs in our drinks. Continue.
And I'm not the type of person to take drinks back or to take anything back to the kitchen. Normally, I'll just thug it out. A bug's not going into my system.
It's a slain insect in my beverage. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. Can you make me another one?
So immediately I turn into a 5th grader. Hands up. I'm like, excuse me,
Mr. Sir.
Come here. He comes to the table. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm not this type of dude, but there's a fly in my drink. And he looks in there. He goes, yeah, sure is, isn't it?
That is a fly. That's exactly what he said. Oh.
I'm like, yeah,
that is one.
And then he asked me, he's like, do you want me to make you another one?
No, I actually was just letting you know in case you wanted to record me eat it. What? Yeah, please. What do you? I mean, was that necessary to ask that? Yes, please. So I'd love a second drink without an insect in it.
He picks it up, and as he's walking to the back, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of flies back there. I guess one just got loose and went in there.
Got loose? Are you training these fly? What are we? Y'all having fly fights? Betting your tip money to get to double it on some fly battles? What do you mean got loose? Are they caged up?
And so the drink comes back 47 minutes later.
Yeah.
It was so long. Can't tell. And then, so I get the drink back and I'm like, okay, maybe this experience will get normal. I'll get some of the silly juice in me. I'll feel a little better about the swampland and the flies that are around me.
Yeah.
Cam, tell them about the people that were around us in this Applebee's.
You would have thought we were all wearing shirts in a clothing collection that said, hey, please stare at us. Like every person in this establishment was walking by and it was like one of these. It was like, and then the next person would come by. It's literally like you would have thought we had like a middle finger in the middle of our chest. And it's like, so we're sitting here. What's going on? Every person, majority of them, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was like bring your kid night. Every human being in this one had offspring. Every single human being in this Applebee's had offspring with them. Every single one. It's just infested with children and flies. So we're sitting there, and like he said, everything. We're not knocking Applebee's, but this particular night was, I mean, it was.
We love Applebee's.
It was insane. Everything. It's like you ordered. You would have thought we were like, yes, can I please have the unlimited boneless wings with a 25-minute wait on top of that? Thank you, sir. Hey, can I have my drink and just make everyone else's first? Like it's like everything came with unnecessary wait times. Horrible.
We had to check our feet every 5 minutes in fear that an alligator was going to come by because it was literally like we were in the middle of a river. Like it was bad.
So they come back. We place our food order. We already had the expectation that it's going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be half an hour till we get our food. So we go, you know what? Let's just go sit outside because it's 90 degrees outside, but at least we can get some wind. We can get some good old natural, just real AC, wind. Fast forward maybe 2 more minutes, right? So now we're outside. So there's some breeze. This truck pulls up. Okay, they park. This is insane. This is all in this. It's like all in one sitting. 3 high school teenage boys around that age. They get out of the truck, right? They walk up to the door and then walk back. So I'm like, okay, they probably realize how hot it is too. They probably heard something about it. Right. They're leaving. They go to the truck and they just start sitting in the back of the truck talking. I'm like, okay, maybe they don't have anything else to do. Then they start singing and then they start screaming. So it's like we can't win at this point. It sucks inside. It sucks outside. It just sucks, right? So we're sitting there and all of a sudden, boom, boom. Boom.
We're starting to hear like a loud noise, like a bounce.
I'm like, what is going on? Boom, boom, and then a poof, like a. I was like, someone hit a car. We turn around. These kids are playing their own mixture of like basketball in a truck
with no goal.
No, they're shooting into the truck.
Yeah.
Playing in the middle of this parking lot, 1-on-1, and the third kid's going like this. Just be in the goal, and they're literally bouncing this ball in concrete. They're having cars come in like back when you were 8 years old playing in the street. Car, they get out the way, come back, and they're shooting. It's just smashing into cars, and I'm like, dude, we can't win. I'm like, this is awful.
And before we even got outside, we were sitting. This is whenever we were just like, he was fixing the fly drink. We were sitting in there, sweating, uncomfortable. And this is whenever the cretins of people were there with all of their children. There was this dude in a booth across from us, and he was with his kid and his wife. For some reason, he just stands up from the booth, has his back towards us. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then he slowly starts to backpedal towards the table.
Yeah.
Not only was he backpedaling towards the table, his right hand in the pants.
Yeah.
Under the underwear.
Sick.
Under the underwear, backtracking towards us. We're starting to get ass hand towards our face. It was so scary. We're like, oh.
Yeah. He's sitting there just scratching Dingleberry Lane with straight skin-to-skin contact. Just like this. Literally. I'm not going to stick my hand in my pants, but you get the point. He was
this is exactly how he was.
Second by second.
Doing that in a public environment is crazy. Then doing it towards us, coming near us, is even crazier.
Not watching where you're going is ludicrous.
With your hand in your pants.
In any dynamic, any situation you're in, if you can't see where you're moving and you're just joyfully going that way, what if someone's standing there with a spear and you're about to just, no, like.
Why are you even standing in an Applebee's?
Yeah, what happened? Why'd you just leave your table? What are you doing?
And to make it worse, that made this experience actually hurt my pride. It was like a terrible experience, but this hurt my pride. So at Applebee's, they have this function where you download an app and you can play music for the whole restaurant, which is really cool. So I'm looking through there, and my music taste is a little strange, right? So I'm trying to get the aux for the whole Applebee's, maybe spicing up this environment a little bit because this isn't fun.
Maybe make up for everything else that's going on.
So I'm looking through music, and I find a song. I don't even remember what it is, but I find a song that probably the majority of people don't like, but it's my weird taste of music. I click on it, it begins to play in this entire Applebee's loud. It's like 10 seconds into the song. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little good. I'm like, ooh, I like this song.
Boucheron.
You know, all of a sudden, music cuts off. I'm like, all right, no other song is cut off so far. What's going on? Bartender has the remote in his hand for the music, and he goes, who played that? I'm like, I was like, maybe he's going to give me props. Like, oh, this is a banger. Thanks for playing that. You're making the environment better. I go, with pride. I'm like, it was me. I played it. He goes, yeah, it wasn't it.
Clicks to the next station.
I was like, I don't belong here. This is not an environment for me.
This isn't it. Like, this just, it's an Applebee's fever dream. We were in a portal. It's unbelievable. Have you ever left a restaurant like this? Just upset that you were even there, a part of it. We all four of us just walked out like, that sucked.
But shout out to Apple. We love Applebee's. It's normally a great experience. Shout out. If you want to like sponsor the podcast, I'll take some. Yeah, the free drinks. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the You Should Know podcast. The secret code for today is Dragon. Follow me on Instagram at PSH8. Join the Discord. All the links going to be below. Thank you so much.
Merch is coming soon.
Facts. Thank you so much for 16,000 subscribers. On the way to 20K.
Free.
I love you so much. 1 out of 10 koala bears don't make it home to Christmas, and I'll see you next week.